Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster 2, and we are on Paradise Lost. This is part 2. This is an island, how can I put it? Island park where you've got to build on different ones. So far, if you've been with me since the start, you'll know where I'm up to. But we finished the animal coaster. That was one of our first objectives. A couple more flat rides over here, a couple of shops, and then we've got a couple of rides over here too. Loads going on. I've got my looped wing coaster here, which is available to download off the Frontier if you wish to use it. A couple more flat rides. What have we got? We've got the Cheroplane, we've got the big wheel, we've got the Screaminator, the Frenzy Fill. Now we've got a little bit of room here for another flat ride. We've got the Dancing Dragon again, which is available for you to download off the Frontier Workshop. It's a really popular ride. It's a kids ride, but it's really popular, guys. So that will make you some decent money. It's not cheap to buy, but certainly worth having in your park if you feel that you want to. Then we had to build yet more coasters, so I've decided to use the Minder, which was a pre-built one. The Tidus Roll pre-built again, and this one over here, which again, Hopper pre-built. So that's where we currently are. Guys, the park is looking really good. Park rating wise, we've got 5-star on attraction prestige, 5-star on scenery, 4.6 star on unique attractions, and the park reputation is what's letting us down. So let's see what's going on there. Been wet for ages now and feeling comfortable, 86%. So that is where we're going to start, guys, by putting a couple of dryers in. So let's get some, let's see what we can do here. So unfortunately, I mean, we're going to have to use the Planet Coaster ones, I think, for the simple fact, the Viking air dryers, the Viking shells seem to take up a lot of room, and I don't really want that much room to be used. I'll tell you what, let's have a look quickly on the Frontier Workshop and look for, let's look, see if someone has built a Viking air dryer. That way it might not be so bad. Don't get me wrong, guys, I do use other people's creations, so I'm not afraid to say I do. Viking air dryer. Let's have a goosey. Let's see if anyone's built one that's not what's this? Nice little Viking burger shop. No, not what I want. Viking light post. Let's just see if I can services. Again, let's just type Viking in and services. Let's see what we've got. So it's not filtered it. Viking shop, Viking latte, Viking parkours, Viking shops. I just want a small Viking building. Viking toilets, Viking changing rooms. Nice. So do you know what, guys? I'm going to subscribe to that. Viking restaurant, Viking dryer. Oh, that's huge. I don't want that though. What I want is just a nice little Viking dryer. Viking power. Viking gift shop, that's quite nice, but it's not what I need. If I've got to make one, I've got to make one. Viking rest room. Viking square. Viking triple shop. I mean, there must have been an easier way to search for this. Huh. I wonder what that's like. Should we download that? I'll have a look at that. Viking body dryer. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm after, guys. Right. Let's have a look and see if we've got the Viking body dryer there. So, facilities. So let's see. That's a guest castle, which, do you know what, guys? It doesn't take up a lot of room. That's quite nice. Viking body dryer. Nice. Yes, that is exactly what I'm after, guys. Oh, no, not where I wanted it, though. Oh, stop snapping everywhere else. Just pull it where I want it. Right, where do I want a few of these? I definitely want one here. So let's see if I can advance move it. There we go. Beautiful. Right, one there. One there. This should really cheer people up. One. Let's do one there. That's out of power range, so we need to do it within power range. I mean, we could, of course, this would be kind of like an ideal place because we've got nothing here. So if we're doing that, we do need to put some power. So let's look at power services and just put, let's just hide one behind here. And just link it up. So there we go. We've now got some air dryers. That is really going to help people. Let's just, again, duplicate that and put one over here somewhere. Oh, no. I wanted the, I want the bushes to move, really. There we go, that one. And that one. Just put a couple of stones underneath it, just to look like it belongs. Happy, happy. So that now should, in theory, really help with the guests. Once they start drying, we could put another one in. Could put another one in over here somewhere. I think it'd be a tight fit though. But certainly that will start getting people drier and start helping with that. So our next objective, we are 10 minutes in now. We've played around here and there and stuff. Right, I think we need to now purchase our next plot of land. And I think Just Right Island is going to be where we are heading. And guys, I have designed a new coaster just for this park. It is a fair old size coaster, and as you can probably imagine, it needs to be because it's over 1,000 meters in length. I'm just trying to find where I've put it. It's not hugely expensive either for what it is. It is 24,500. It's called Paradise Lost 5 Excitement. It's a fair old coaster, guys. I'm not going to lie. As you can see here, it's got quite a lot going on with that. But I think we could probably get that right there, which we can. So we'll get that straight on for testing. In fact, I just want to get rid of that. That little bush there. That little bush there. Get rid of that big old palm tree there. Right, so it's a fair old coaster, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good coaster though. That's the thing, it's a good coaster. It's not over nauseating, and it's also not over feared. So it probably will. In fact, I just want to see if we can get more than one car. So let's have. Do we go with a longer? Yeah, I think we'll go like that. So let's get the testing done. That should test now. There we go. So that will test. Right. So while that's in test mode, let's get our path extended across the water. Do you know what? Right underneath the coaster, like that. Oh, gee, excuse me. Right. Excuse me, sorry. Right, and then our paths, of course, we need to build a line. Oh, I've got sneezes all of a sudden. So, let's get it down to the ground. In fact, I want it straight. I'm not sure what's happened there. That's fine. So again, I think we're going to need a decent sort of size line here. Oh, well, actually, too steep. So I think we're just going to have to go this way a little bit. We can go back this way. This spot is obstructed by what? Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to deal with that a little bit. And then, of course, let's get the path out. That will do for me there. So that already ticks off 1,000 meters, at least 5 excitement, less than 5 nausea. We need power, so that is our next objective. Let's get a power box over here. Just hide it nicely behind the coaster. And let's get it connected up. Have we got enough power in the park? Now, is anything struggling? Currently, at the moment, no. So that is good. And we should be able to open that. Now, I'll just get that open. And I just want to look at this little bit of path here. Just tidy it up a little bit. There we go. And now, you know, that gives us the opportunity to do stuff with the entrance and stuff too. Now, our next target is to have daily income greater than 200,000. I think at this point, we are... What's that? Can't reach Chief Beef 3. Why can't you reach that? I think, unless something's happened with the path, I think they're lying. Ah, something's happened with the path, look. Okay, that's fixed it. Alright, you can stop shouting at me now. There you go, see, I fixed you. I fixed you. Right, so, our next objective, like I said, is 200,000. I think we do need to... I think I need to hire, sorry, I'm like trying to work out what's going on here. We're going to hire another member of staff. I think we are going to need more flat rides. I don't honestly think that we've got enough rides in the park at the moment to entice people. And I think we're going to have to... Let's just have a look at the park rating. We're going to have to increase our park rating up to 4.5, which we are almost there. Let's just have a look at what the guests are saying. 78% are still wet. Now, I'm not being funny. I've put plenty of dryers in, so they should be able to figure that out themselves. And once it stops raining, that will automatically drop off anyway. So that should bring the park rating up. I reckon we're almost at the 4.5 mark. I reckon we can build another flat ride over here. So let's create custom and see what we can build. Cube, teacups, synchronize. Synchronize is a good one. Put the entrance there, the exit there. What's going on with the path now? Delete that. Let's get our line built for this. So in fact, let's see if we can just curve it beautifully on this one. Between the trees and around to there. Nothing spectacular on this one. Let's get it open. And that's another ride that's just going to help our park. Shut up moaning. Go on. Bugger off. No one wants you here if you're going to moan. That's an expensive refurbish. Right, let's refurbish that. I mean, to be fair, that ride's really starting to not make any sort of money anyway. We need to draw people over to this side. The rain is constant in this park, absolutely constant. I'm not surprised people are just wet through. I have put an information desk there, no one's buying umbrellas, so yesterday 0 products. Well, you can buy umbrellas and no one wants to buy them, so that is their own fault. That's what I'm saying. And no one's even over here riding this. What's that all about? It's a good ride as well. We just have a look at the stats on that. 6 excitement, 4 fear, and only 2 nausea. It's a really cracking ride. We're already almost out of money now too. That's crazy. I'm going to get rid of that. Can I get rid of that? It's really annoying me that. Can't actually do anything with it. Mm-mm-mm. 75% is still saying they're getting wet. It's literally rained for 3 days in this park. Many guests need the toilet. Well, there's toilets. There's toilets right there. I'm not sure what's going on. We just don't seem to be making a lot of money at the minute. People aren't even venturing up here. I know it's a long walk. Let's put some more benches about. Such a tough park. I mean, at one point I was making a ton of profit, and now I seem to be actually losing money. What is going on? Why am I losing money? Why am I actually losing money now? Something's happened. What's happened to make me lose money? I'm actually taking a loss at the minute, guys. And I can't work out why. No one's riding that. No one's riding that. So why would that be bargain if I've just put dynamic and it's cheaper? And that queue earlier was like right down. Something happened. I can't work it out, guys. Look, no one's queuing for any rides. I don't get it. Not even this one. And you know what? We're almost at the end of the day, and we haven't made the profit that we really needed to. Something's not right here. In fact, we're losing money. Look. I can't work out why all of a sudden. I'm going to take that away. We need a much better day tomorrow. As you can see, the profits just haven't increased at all. We need the rain to stop. If anything, we just need the rain to stop. I'm not sure why it's happening, guys. No one seems to be riding anything. Something's changed. I don't know if this is this coaster. It costs me all this money. And it's just not making anything. It's really crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't need this coaster. That will be the first thing to go if I start losing money. But people are just leaving the park as well in droves. Like, people are in the park, 1,800 people are in the park, but I'm losing thousands. Wow. And nothing's really changed. Hmm. Right, let's see what happens today. Now look at that, we're already in a loss. Yeah, we're literally not making any money. I need to figure this out. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what has happened. I can't seem to make any sort of profit. So, we're coming towards the end of the day, and I've made the decision now to completely close the park. I've also decided to get rid of Minder and moved this ride over to here. The Outmax one. And what else have I done? I've closed Animal. So, we're going to reopen Animal. And I'm down to 15,000. So, I'd let myself get to about 20,000 and I've shut the park. The last few stragglers are leaving now. This should give us a chance for the park to reset, kind of. Let these last few stragglers go out. And then I'm going to reopen the park. Now, the day's about to end, so that should really make a huge difference. So I'm going to open it literally just here at the end of the day. So let's... Tell you what, let's get to the end of the day. 8 p.m. end of the day. So we only actually made 55,000. So let's get this park reopened now and see what happens. We should instantly hit the 4.5 rating, and I'd hope that we're going to see a massive influx of people coming in. There's our last two coming out. So people coming in, I'm hoping we can start seeing a huge profit straight away. Look at all these people arriving. We should get our 4.5 rating pretty quickly. I just can't work out what actually happened in regards to the park. I was just losing money, and losing money, and I just can't. I couldn't see anything that was causing it. I took away a few of the shops that weren't making any money and stuff like that. And I checked all the rides. All the rides seemed to be making money and stuff. I don't know. I think a lot of it was also the weather. The weather really did play a massive part in it. Like, when it started raining really heavy, people just stopped coming into the park. I had like 3,000 people at one point. I wonder if it's worth to maybe put the entry fee to like £2, $2, and see if that makes any difference, because they're not paying through the nose to get into the park. But it's all extra profit. All these people just flooding in now, they're all paying $2 a pop. Let's be a little bit greedier. $4 a pop. That way, you know, it's better than being free. And we're already starting to make a little bit more of a profit. The people are still coming, which is good. We're up to 4.3 rating straight away. I think we'll hit that 4.5 very soon. Tidal Roll looks really old. I mean, the game's only 5 days old. This is the longest park. Definitely the longest park I've had. I don't really fancy paying to refurbish it. Are we going to make the 200,000 in one day? Probably not at this rate. It's going to take some time. And I really wanted to try and get this cable cart working, because I think if I can get the cable cart working, that will save a lot of people's legs and stuff like that. Are people actually heading over to... people are actually using the animal now. See, the animal had closed because literally no one was using it. People are queuing now. People still are coming in. Good. We're up to 3,000 people. We're up to 4.4 rating. But why the park wasn't making any money or anything like that, I really don't know. Are they getting squeezed in areas? Is that, is that something that's happening? Does that help a little bit? Just making the paths a little bit wider. We are making profit, but not huge amounts of profit. Right, so we've hit our 4.5. We hit that pretty easily once we'd reopened the park. The weather's looking good at the minute as well, which is really helping us. That's helped with the reputation. Guests aren't going, oh, I'm wet all the time. But profits were still, we're 2 hours into the park being open now, and we're only at 17,000. So it's going to be a tight one. I don't know whether to try now and put some more flat rides back in, and see if I can't make a bit more money. Something maybe like the hyper spin. At this point now, I think it's just a matter of trying to really maximise profit. So let's get that open, a new ride. For some reason the path's not actually connected, look. That's why people aren't going down to it. So let me see what's going on here. That's better. That's better. And I wonder if I start looking at trying to increase how this looks a little bit. We're definitely starting to make money again now, which is good. But let me tell you guys, I don't understand why I went from having like 50 or 60,000 to having like minus. I had minus in my account. First time in this game it's happened to me. I'm not gonna lie. Quite frustrating as well. Certainly when you've put a lot of effort into making this part look good. Hours I've put into this park. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I have put hours into this park. And all of a sudden I've got 44,000. Wow. I've got 3,000 people in the park. I've got queues. Look at the queues for this ride now. That wasn't like that at all. And that's £33 a pop to go on that. I've got no queues for this ride though. You know, so this could be an opportunity to replace this ride. So let's have a look. We could do something very simple like wow, that's a ride, isn't it? Jesus Christ, that's a ride as well. That could probably work. So let's get rid of this tidal roll stuff. I think that's a granted. I think that one was starting to look old and people weren't bothering with it. The only problem when you build something that's already pre-made like that, you end up with bloody... So let's have a look. Let's have a look how this would look. If we decided to go with this. Do you know what? That would actually sit right in the middle of that other coaster. Look at that. It sits right in the middle of it there, look. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got our new ride open now, and it looks like it literally just goes between them two coasters. That is cool. And look at that, all of a sudden I'm up to 50 odd thousand. I don't understand what happened, guys. I think it's a matter of I'm just going to have to keep tweaking and putting new coasters in and stuff like that. Why is No one cleaning the toilets. Oh, the janitors have just been in there. People are using that. People are using that. I think closing the park and having a whole kind of reset has done the job. So all I can hope now is that just doing this little bit has really give the park the reset it needed. Look at the queue for that ride. That is incredible. Queue for that ride starting to come together as well. I mean, is it worth just lowering the price a little bit? You get out my park. Don't want you. Get out. Don't get out then. Right, so I'm going to see if I can make this profit now. Okay, so we're coming up towards the end of the day. We've got just over an hour left. It's 6:46. The park closes at 8. The profits are 190, almost 191,000. So I've got just over an hour to beat this profit. I don't know what the issue was before, where the park was losing money, but I've certainly noticed a few things on this park that Skybeam's too expensive. Let's have a look. Well, let's tone it down a little bit. Yeah, some of the rides, for some reason, have been a little bit too expensive. Some of the rides, the members of staff have been too far away. And stuff like this Dancing Dragon, which has been really, really popular. As soon as the member of staff left, of course, the queue emptied and people didn't come. And now it's just not recovered. So losing a lot of money now with that not being... It's open, but it's not full. So I'm hoping that I don't have to do yet another day, because we are on day 5 already. This has probably been the longest park, and currently, up to date, probably the most difficult park that I've had to do. We're going to just fast forward a little bit, and hopefully within the next 2-3 minutes we're going to meet that profit margin. It looks like we're going to meet it, but it's certainly not been the easiest one. So if you are having trouble making profit, make sure that your shops are actually making money. You know, if you've got a load of shops that aren't making anything, get rid of them. You know, you can always re-add them back if you feel that you need to. If you find some rides, like this ride, it's empty now. No one's using it. And I know it's coming up towards the end of the day, but I've still got 2,500 people in the park. And for some reason, just some rides are completely dead. And yet rides that at the start of the day were, I mean, no one's on the big wheel. Hardly anyone's on that ride. No one's queuing for that ride. It's crazy, but we are about to meet that profit, and we should be good.
Oh, my goodness! You've really worked wonders here, linking the past and the present. Not bad, eh, Nana Betty?
Not bad at all. It was quite a bold ambition to restore such a beloved park, but I never doubted you for a second. A word alone before you go, dearie?
We'll head over to the next park. Catch you there.
Now listen carefully. What you achieved here doesn't change a thing. The future of theme parks lies with Kenta Suzuki, not you. And to make matters worse, my assistant will have to bake a cake for that blundering fool. Oh, now run along before you do even more damage to my reputation.
Okay, so that is the platinum objective for Paradise Lost. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie, I am so glad that this park is over and done with. That was a really, really tough park, for me at least, anyway. I didn't enjoy it as much as I really wanted to. Don't get me wrong, a good park, plenty of space, and, you know, the opportunity to build over the water really does make a difference. But, you know, that's been a difficult park, difficult to get money started and stuff like that. And you know, because, like, you're building into little bits like this, but... You know, we've made it work. I've made it work. So hopefully that will allow you guys to make it work too. So thank you very much for watching. The next park will be here on your left-hand side, and the full playlist should be here on your right-hand side. So join me next time. Take care, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.